Hi guys, welcome back to Dory's Kitchen. I hope everyone is doing amazing. In this video, I am going to show you how to make the tastiest Ghanaian garden eggs or eggplant stew. So if you are interested, please keep on watching the video and I'll see you next time for another recipe. So let's get started. To make a Ghanaian garden egg stew, you need garden eggs, of course, and I've got here about 31, but you can also replace it with aubergine or eggplant. So aubergine is a long black big garden egg, I should say. It's the same family, so you can use that one as well if you can't find this one, or you can also mix both. So I'm just cutting the top off to get it ready for wash. So now I'm just going to wash my garden eggs with cold water. And if I was using the eggplant, which is the black one, I would peel it. But some people do not peel it. They just cut it and boil it just like that. You do as you like. So after washing it, I'm just going to discard the water and then cook it. So here I'm just adding water to it, and then I'm going to cover and let it cook. So I usually prepare my garden eggs first and then carry on with the stew, but you do as you like. So guys, these are my garden eggs here and they are cooked. I'm just going to turn the heat off. So on the stew, I'm going to use Zomi palm oil, and this is Zomi palm oil from Wusi Wusi UK, so you can also get it. So I'm going to add about 1 cup, and then to make garden egg stew you need momone, you know, the Ghanaian fermented fish or stinky fish. So this is what I'm going to use. However, if you do not have momone, you can also replace it with Ghanaian kobe, which is salted fish. If you don't know what that looks like, you can look at my other garden egg stew and you see how kobe looks like. So after frying this for about 5-7 minutes, I'm going to add in my sliced onions, and I'm using 2 large sliced onions. This might seem like a lot of onions, but we love it in our family, so please do not judge. And whilst that is frying, I'm going to be blending onion, garlic, scotch bonnet pepper, green chilies and ginger together with a little bit of water. But before adding the pepper mixture, I'm going to add in my tomatoes, and I am using about 7 medium-sized tomatoes, and I also removed the seeds, which I'm going to use to make a pepper or something else, or to add to my soup. So I'm going to stir and cover and leave it to cook for about 10 minutes on a medium heat. So guys, this is how it looks like, and the tomatoes have cooked through, and it is the correct time to add in my pepper mixture. So let's add it. You can also decide to increase the pepper or maybe not add ginger. It's really up to you, but I think garden egg stew really tastes amazing when there's some ginger and garlic, but you do as you like, as I always say. So now I'm going to give it a stir, cover and let it cook for about 15-20 minutes on a medium to low heat. And whilst that is cooking, I am going to get my garden eggs ready. Look at this beauty. And by the way, I got these garden eggs from Wusi Wusi UK. You can go and get yours. It always comes fresh. You just have to order online. And I also have a discount code, which is Mrs. Jury, and you get 5% off at checkout, so don't miss out. So now I'm going to grind my garden eggs in my asanka, and also I got the asanka and the eta from Wusi Wusi UK, so please just check them out. So now I am going to add in my garden eggs. And if you were using only the eggplant, which is the big black one, you do exactly the same thing. You grind it. Or if you don't have an asanka or a potoyiwa, you could just use your blender or food processor. Alright, so I have now added the garden eggs and I'm gently going to stir it. I wanted to say that I have tried both using the asanka or potoyiwa and the blender, but for some reason the taste is different when you are using the traditional local grinder, if I can say that. You just try it. So now I'm just going to put the lid back on and let it cook for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to add mackerel in tomato sauce. I've also got mackerel in sunflower oil and sardines in sunflower oil, and it tastes amazing with garden egg stew. You could also use smoked mackerel if you have that. Then again, I am going to stir it very gently, and right after that I am going to add my seasoning. So just a little bit of seasoning, it doesn't need too much. So I am going to add smoked crayfish seasoning powder, and I am also going to add food seasoning, and that's all I need for my garden egg stew. But feel free to add any other seasoning that you like and that you think is going to go well with this stew, but I honestly think just these two is okay. So then I'm stirring it once again, and then I'm going to add the eggs. Yes, of course you need eggs with garden egg stew, and I've got here about 8 large eggs. Feel free to use more or less, it really depends on you. So I'm just going to drizzle the eggs in the stew. You know, we like to have big chunks of eggs in our garden egg stews, so I'm just going to stir it gently, very lightly, and then to sort of create a steam, I am going to put the lid back on and let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes on a medium heat. And this is it now, so you can see the difference. There are big chunks of eggs, and I'm going to give it a stir and put the lid back on just for a few more minutes, because I noticed one egg was not fully cooked. So I'll put the lid back on just for a few more minutes, just to make sure it is fully cooked through. So guys, this is almost the end of my recipe. Of course, you know I need to add more eggs. The more eggs the better, and this is boiled eggs, so you don't have to do it, but you know, as a Ghanaian we know the drift. Then I'm going to stir it gently and leave it for further 2-3 minutes on lowest heat possible, and my stew will be ready. And guys, it smells awesome in the kitchen. This is really one of my favorite Ghanaian stews. I can eat it every day. So this is the end of my recipe. I really hope you enjoyed watching it and that you're going to try it. Don't forget to subscribe and put your notification bells on so that you don't miss any of my recipes. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time for another recipe. Bye and take care everyone.